Hello and welcome back to Money Talks. I hope you're well. I do hope that you stay on top of your finances. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the easiest way to make money and how to be your own safety net. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you can be alerted whenever I post a new video. So therefore, let's dive in. First, the first rule: avoid going broke. That's the most important rule. So say you have a job, a 9-to-5 job or whatever job, a part-time job, whatever it is that you're doing and you gain an income from. No matter how much you're earning, you need to set aside something. Let me repeat that. You need to set aside something. Whether that's £5 or £10 a week, or £10 a month, or £100 a month, something you need to set aside and safely forget about. I recommend saving that in a cash form so you can have access to it whenever you want, but also you can save it on your savings account and forget about it. Why do I say to keep it in a cash form? Because if it's on your card, you might be somehow tempted to spend it whenever you see something that you really like and you really must have, especially if you're a woman or a girl. You might see something, a one-of-a-kind thing that you may never run across again, and you want it and you must have it, and it's understandable and nobody judges you. But if you want to stay committed to being your own safety net, you must save in cash, preferably in your home, somewhere that only you know and nobody else knows, a place that you can safely have, I don't know, up to £1,000, and you know you're not gonna go desperate if somebody breaks in and takes it. So, but let's assume nothing worse is gonna happen. The worst is not going to happen. Let's assume you just have in your home a little cash for you to have whenever you need it the most. And being mindful every month, every week, it's better than being reckless and hoping that one day you're gonna become rich and the rest is going to be history. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be mindful in the small things and be respectful towards money so that money can be respectful towards you. Does it make any sense? So set aside, whenever you feel ready to start this, set aside, say, £10 a week. I think most people can afford to set aside £10 a week and do not feel affected by the lack of those £10. So set aside £10 and forget about it. And whenever you get paid, set aside another £10 next week, another £10 next week, or monthly if you get paid monthly. Let's say 4 weeks in a month, £40 a month, or if you want to make it around 50, you can do so. Set it aside and forget about it. And if things should go bad for you, you know that you got yourself. And that's the most beautiful thing and relaxing, when you know you got you. That you know that if something might go bad, you got you. Well, it might be small amounts or bigger amounts. Your goal must be as much as you want, either £1,000 to set aside, or £5,000 or £100,000, no matter what your goal is, you must be committed to that goal and forget about those money. That is your safety net. Whenever you need it, you can safely fall on and be okay. Say for tomorrow you are going to be left without a job. It can happen. What you gonna do then? Say tomorrow you're gonna get sick and you do not have medical insurance, or you do not have paid days off from work. What you're going to do then? If you have time, a lot of time left until you get paid, and you are sick or in need of medication or something, what you're going to do then? So you need to have your back before anyone else has your back. So be kind to yourself and love yourself so much that you would want to care for yourself in the most important nowadays form, financially. So on top of being kind to yourself emotionally, don't forget to be kind to yourself financially. Second, don't forget that you might have people to ask if you need to. You might have a mom or a dad or siblings, or you might have, if you don't have those things, those family, you might have friends that you've done a favor in the past and you might need a help from time to time. Don't forget and don't be ashamed to just ask, because at the end of the day, if people are not willing to help you when you need the most, they were not real friends in the beginning, to begin with. So don't be afraid to just go ahead and ask them for a favor, financial favor for a short time, or a financial favor that is not so significant, so they can simply just give that to you, as a friend should. And you should do that for your friends as well from time to time. Just give away some money, because it's good for everybody. And don't forget that what goes around comes back around. So whatever you put out there is going to come back to you in the same form. So don't exclude that possibility of asking. I know you might be ashamed, or what they're going to say, what they're going to think. Are they going to ask me a ton of questions, as if what happened? How did you end up in this situation? And how did you manage to get yourself in so much trouble? Don't forget that privacy, it's a right that you have as a human being, and if you don't want to disclose that information or whatever happened, family and friends, the real friends and the real family, should be able to find it within themselves to respect your privacy if you're not ready to talk about it, and just give you the financial help that you need at that time in your life. If not, this is best for both of you, because you found out who they really were. Because if they're not with you at your lowest, they don't deserve you at your highest. So it's just best to cut it off. Like, if they don't have, yes, I understand. Who doesn't understand? But if you know they can help you and they don't want to help you, that's a red flag. Like, that's a no, 100%. Whether it's family, siblings, friends, no matter who it is, you have the right to have a good family. It's your right to have a good friend, if you cultivated obviously those relationships, those kind of relationships. And it might happen that you were, for example, a good friend for them, and you gifted them things and money time and time again, and then when you needed, everybody turned their back on you. Well, you found out who they were, and you knew for a fact that is a closed door, so let me just forget about that as a possibility. Or you can find yourself being gifted with money from mom and dad and siblings and friends, and you might get a lot of money in return, so you can safely fall on that safety net. And number 3, you can look around yourself in your home, through your possessions, and see whether you have, and most of us do own nowadays, gadgets that can be sold for a higher price. For example, if you have a laptop that you don't use anymore, or if you have a phone, an extra smartphone that you don't use anymore, or if you have, I don't know what kind of gadgets nowadays, drone or whatever gadgets that you have, and you think you might get rid of, or don't use so much, or you're not attached to them as much, you can make quickly £1,000, and that's your answer. Or if you have jewelry like gold or silver, or maybe precious stones, that's also something that can bring you a lot of money on the same day. There are companies pawnbrokers who buy these things and pay you out on the same day, either on your card or with cash. There are also lots of gadget shops around, so you can ask those companies if they want to buy your product, and do get the best price if you need to. Do search around and don't just stop to the first one that you meet in your road. Just compare the price in 2 or 3 places, see where you can get the best price for your items, and at the same time you're getting rid of something that you were not really using, but also you're making some money, so you win, and that's your safety net again. So on that note, I hope that you really enjoyed this video and you do stay on the number 1 safety net, which is being your own bank, being your own safety net, being your own peace and comfort, and you can fall safely on the safety net that you've provided for yourself. I hope you keep making money, and until next time, I'll see you later.